Because my goal is to get monetized and become an official YouTuber, okay? So yeah, so I'm here on my phone, no fancy setup, no fancy mics, nothing like that. I got my little, what do you call my little setup here behind me. Again, I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0 on all social media. So we've got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, which you're on now. You can see me, and I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0, okay? Promoting the brands Workout Warrior and International Drug-Free Athletics. So you guys know me from that. And yeah, so what we're going to talk about today is no more excuses. Okay, I got my notes here. What do I got here? Top 5 tips to get you started on your goals. And no more excuses, okay? Top 5 tips to get you on your towards your goals, okay? To get you started on those goals. Because this New Year's resolution, what are we at? January 3rd here or something. This is a YouTube live. Because like I said, I'm going to go on here live because it's an easy way just to get me out there as a YouTuber, get me out there, promoting, just like whatever, motivating you guys, talking, giving some content, doing my best here, okay? I've been on YouTube for a long time, but now I'm finally going to really push. This is the year. Just like I'm going to push you guys setting goals, I'm setting a goal of getting on here often, posting often. I'm going to be on here daily, okay? That's my goal. Okay, so let's jump into these tips. The top 5 tips to get you started on your goals today. No more excuses. Number 1, shift your mindset, okay? Your mind is the foundation of everything. Because we have to switch that mindset instead of thinking about why we can't do something or whatever, or it's not the right time, or it's not the perfect time right now, or you're embarrassed to go to the gym, all that kind of stuff. Switch that mindset. Get that warrior mindset, okay? Every single journey starts somewhere. It starts with that single step. Then once you make that single step, you eventually get to the big goal, okay? So by separating to smaller goals and not overwhelming yourself, that's the mindset you got to be in. So if you're on here yet, I'm just waiting for people to get on here. So I don't think anyone's really on here yet too much. If you're on here, drop a comment so I know you're here. Just say hi. Anything. Also, subscribe to the channel because that's going to be part of the key to me becoming a YouTuber and getting some whatever momentum here and getting in the algorithm, getting my stuff seen. You know what I mean? Because I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to put in the content. I'm willing to get on here. So we need to get the more people that whatever interact with me on the chats for one, or go subscribe to the channel for one, or comment in the chats. Like, you know what I mean? That helps out a lot. So yeah, so shift your mindset. 'Cause we know mindset is everything, okay? If you think you can do something, you can. If you don't believe in yourself, it's definitely not the right mindset to be in. So you got to be in the right mindset, okay? You got to convince yourself that you can do it. If you need to put sticky notes up on your fridge or on your mirror, or if you work somewhere in a cubicle or whatever, put a sticky note up, some motivational quotes that keep you in that right mindset. Put them up, okay? Self-talk, think positive, because small steps lead to big changes, okay, guys? So tip number 1 is shift your mindset and be in a positive mindset. I'm going to read here. Quotes of the day, please. Okay, sure. So hi, Alex. Hi, Gift King Bat Nose. Hi, Wavy. So yeah, so if you're hooked, one of the guys said, I'm already hooked already, or a girl, I'm not sure. One of the people there, I'm hooked already. So subscribe to the channel. Like some other videos, comment on some other stuff. Like, let's get some momentum going here. Tip number 2 to get you started on your goals with no excuses. Make sure you follow your goals this year. Tip number 2 is set small achievable goals. Because as we know, when we have that big goal, it can get overwhelming. And when you get overwhelmed, you tend to not do anything. What do they say? Overanalysis paralysis or whatever like that is. So you get overwhelmed. You get so overwhelmed with the big picture that you eventually don't do anything. Okay, so setting these small goals will create momentum, and it'll get you also, like I said, in the positive mindset. It'll get you in that positive mindset by setting small, realistic goals that you can easily target. What's happening, Riley? Oh, she does? Okay. We'll look into that.
And also, there's more stuff coming either tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
That you have to get.
See, this is real life here, so Riley's asked me a few questions I'm answering, okay? My daughter's just off camera here. Okay, so yeah. So setting small, achievable goals is the best way to do it. Maybe a small goal of yours is to make sure you go to the gym tomorrow, is to prep for your workout tonight, like prep your meals or whatever, prep your gym bag or whatever it is you're bringing with you to the gym, and pack your gym clothes so you can go to the gym right after work tomorrow. Or you want to work out first thing in the morning, prep for that. Lay out all your gym clothes before you go to bed. You know what I mean? Do anything, also prepare anything that's going to make your morning routine easier for you so you can fit in that workout. So preparing it with these small little extra steps will make things so much easier. And another small step would be, if you ask me, and this is a shameless plug here, I would go check out the Workout Warrior full body workouts on my YouTube channels in the playlist. And my YouTube channel, just go check them out. That might be a small little step towards getting a workout in, right? Just check it out. Maybe for the first time, instead of doing the workout, you just watch the video for a while. Don't even watch the whole thing. Just watch it enough to get motivated and learn a new exercise or something to get you in the right mindset, okay? And then eventually, follow one of the workouts, okay? But take the small steps. You don't have to say, okay, I'm going to go do that 1 hour workout. Well, it's not quite an hour workout. It's like a 10-minute warm-up, a 40-minute workout, 10-minute cool down, all that kind of stuff, right? And that's the follow-along workout. So a small step might be just go check out some of those videos. Another small step might be, like I said, pack your meals. Even pack your meals. If you're trying to keep on a certain diet plan or nutrition schedule or daily, whatever, you're watching your food, the easiest way to do it is pack your meals, or like prepare some of your meals for the day in advance. So if you have your lunch all prepared and everything like that, it's all prepared, that's better odds you don't go grab pizza somewhere or something like that. You know what I mean? So by preparing your meals also will set you up for failure and to reach these goals you have. So that's tip number 2, was set small achievable goals. Okay, I'm going to read some comments here. I look like an English teacher. Probably because I got this sweater thing on. And glasses don't help. So, but anyways, no one's ever thought I look like an English teacher, so it's almost like a compliment. So it's almost like it gives me a sophisticated look. I'll take it. I got leg day tomorrow, focusing on calves. What are good workouts for that? If you're going to focus on calves, what you can do is simply just do standing calf raises. Today's Friday, Riley. So you do standing calf raises, or use a leg press machine and do calf extension, or do a seated calf raise where the pad goes across your knees. I can't really get into all that, so I don't have all the equipment here with me right now. But yeah, simply, and then we also love leg day. That shows you how hardcore you are, because everyone skips leg day. We know that the joke is don't skip leg day, because most people do, you know what I mean? So good job by not skipping leg day. Tip number 3 is eliminate the barriers. Like basically what's holding you back. Figure out what's holding you back, and then figure out how you're going to overcome these barriers, okay? What I write here. We all have these excuses, like barriers, like I'm too busy, or I'm not comfortable in the gym. Yes, Riley?
I have a Salaf lemonade in my game.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to read the barriers. I wrote down some barriers because I knew I'd get a little bit thrown off guard here, like with talking with Riley, reading comments, all that. So I wrote them down so I don't forget all these things I was thinking about, right? So we all have excuses. I'm too busy. I don't have the energy, or even I don't know where to start, okay? These are all just barriers. So the best way to overcome the best way to overcome the barriers is to determine what your barrier is, or what's holding you back or what your excuses or your main excuses are, and then figure a way to overcome them. So if you want, drop some of your barriers or your excuses why you're not reaching your goals or things that are holding you back from reaching your goals in the comments here, and we can maybe work on getting through those together, because I'm game for that. If you add some things in the comments, I'm definitely gonna read them and do the best I can to acknowledge them and help you with them. Here are some suggestions to overcome some barriers. Like I said before, pack your gym clothes. That's going to be the barrier of you don't have time or you're making excuses why you can't make it to the gym. But if you get in that right mindset, packing your gym clothes the night before will eliminate all the excuses already. Will eliminate you talking yourself out of it, because you already got in your mindset that you're doing it. So that's one way to eliminate an excuse or a barrier there. Schedule it like as a priority, like you would if it was like a meeting or a dentist appointment or a meeting at work. If it was a priority, you do it, right? So schedule in your workouts, like say Tuesday at 7 a.m. I'm working out, or Tuesday after work at 5:30 we're working out. Stuff like that. Prep your meals in bulk. Like some people go as far as like on the weekend when they have a little bit of time, they prep a bunch of all their lunches for the week or whatever it is that makes your life a little bit easier, and it also helps you stay on the plan, right? So anything that helps you stay on the plan is going to help you reach that goal for sure. Like I said, what are your biggest excuses, or what are the biggest barriers you're having, or what are the biggest obstacles you have that you're having a hard time overcoming? Throw them in the comments. Could be anything, like, because we all have busy lives, right? Kids and this and that or whatever. Drop it in the comments. I'm going to read some here. Okay, let's get to tip number 4. Tip number 4 in the top 5 tips to get you started on your goals. Okay, tip number 4, take action right now. Okay, the hardest part of the journey is getting started. Okay, don't overthink it. Just take action. If you're watching this right now, okay, take action. Okay, if you're watching this right now, I give you 60 seconds. Okay, you got 60 seconds. Take action. Get a pen out or get your phone out. Write down, today is day 1. Just write that down. Put that out in the universe, or even in the comments. Type it out. Today is day 1. That's a step taking action. Then write what you're going to do to take action. If you want to write it on a piece of paper, if you don't want to share it with us, or you want to just type it in your phone. What step, or even one step, what's one step you're going to make today that's going to help you reach your goal that you have for yourself? Okay, whatever that goal is, whether it's going to the gym, whatever, being more fit this year, or whatever goal it is, it doesn't have to really be about fitness. But say today is day 1, and then start writing down ways that you're going to accomplish this goal. So taking action is tip number 4, and taking action now, like today. Because don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It's not going to happen. We all wait for the perfect time, perfect moment, or the right motivation. It's not going to happen. What's going to happen, though, is the time is now, and you got the time now. No matter what mood you're in, what mindset you're in, if you start making steps towards a goal now, it's more likely you're going to reach that goal than ever, okay? So take action. That's key. And better than that, take action now. Because you have to create your own momentum. The best way to create momentum is through consistency. Because we know we're not always going to be motivated, but what will help us make sure we get to our goals and create habits is discipline and consistency put together, right? Because discipline's there. Discipline is basically what you use when you don't have motivation, because motivation's comes and it goes, like they say. Motivation is like comes and it goes, right? But discipline and consistency is something you have to work on yourself. So building self-discipline is what's going to help you reach your goals, okay? That's why you got to go to the gym or whatever the goal is. You got to work on your goals no matter what. Even with the days you don't want to, you work on the goal. The day you don't want to go to the gym, you go to the gym. You just make it an effort to always follow through with your goals. Okay? Because as we know, this January, or that which is now, we're in January 2025. There's going to be a lot of motivation happening. But what we want to do, guys, is we want to develop habits and tips to keep us on track with these goals even when the motivation dies, right? Because by February, the motivation has died on probably over 50% of the people. And then by March, we're down to 25% and so on and so on. I'm just throwing out a hypothetical, right? I don't know the numbers exactly. There's no numbers. But there is definitely... proof is in the pudding, right? We're definitely, if you're a gym goer, you're definitely going to see the numbers go up this month, and you're going to see them slowly decrease as we go on throughout the year. And then we'll get down to the hardcore gym goers. I want, if you're not a hardcore gym goer now, I want you to become one, because the gym community is a great community. So us gym goers who are hardcore, we got to support these people coming in. Don't be those people who look at the newcomers as a pain in the butt. No, they want to be a part of the gym like we do. They want to better themselves and be the better version of themselves through health and fitness and working out. So we want to support that. So yeah, so take action and take action now. That's tip number 4. And I already briefly touched on this already. Tip number 5, this might be one of the biggest tips of them all. We've already touched on it. So tip number 5, when it comes to our top 5 tips to get started on your goals, is commit to consistency, okay? Not perfection. So we're seeking perfection. Sorry, we're not seeking, we're all seeking perfection, but we're seeking progress over perfection, okay? Because if we wait for the perfect moment for anything, or we expect perfection of ourselves, we're just going to overwhelm ourselves, or we're going to discourage ourselves because we're looking for everything to be perfect. It's not going to be. One thing we do have control over, though, for sure, is consistency. Because what's a key phrase out there? If someone said they want a motivational quote, what's one of those, the main quote out there for consistency? Maybe drop in the comment before I say it. When you hear the word consistency, what's the quote everyone always says? Every fitness influencer, every fitness person always says it. See if you can beat me to it. Consistency is key. But it is, because it's so true, right? Let me just... And another thing to help build up consistency and maybe help you out with progress, and I just heard about it recently, or I heard the term for it. I didn't know, I've probably done it before, but I've just heard the term for it, and I wrote it down here. I don't know, have you heard about it? Habit stacking. Basically just add other habits onto habits you've already developed, if that makes sense. So it's just basically, I don't know, like within your daily routine, add other habits into it. Like say your daily routine, you do the elliptic, you watch TV. Okay, you watch TV, here's a habit stacker. You watch TV or Netflix. Do some cardio. Okay, you hear about this all the time. You hear about it all the time, people doing on their stationary bike or on the elliptical or the Stairmaster or whatever they're on, and they watch Netflix. Like, so if you ever want to know what good Netflix programs are, always find someone who does a lot of cardio, because they always seem to they found a way to get their cardio in and also watch these movies. Instead of just sitting there on the couch watching movies, now you can actually get your cardio in while watching the movies, which you were going to watch anyways. So that's kind of like habit stacking, right? Or whatever, like if you just anywhere you have free time or you feel like you could be doing something more than what you're doing, just it's sort of like multitasking, right? Like even if you're going to check social media and you know you're going to do it for work, like that's what I do, right? Or even make posts. I just feel like it makes it more of a bang for my buck, because I got an elliptical right here in my place, right? So I go on that elliptical every day. I do it every day because it's a habit I've formed, and consistency is key. It's just a habit I've formed that I make it like, so it's not even a question no more. I get up, first thing I do is I jump on the elliptical for 30 minutes every day. I think I missed 2 days last year, the whole year of my elliptical every morning. The only reason I missed them is because I was in Montreal running the IDFA natural bodybuilding competitions. So when I have to go out of town and I wake up and I'm not at home or whatever, or I'm driving through the night, whatever it is, I can't get to my elliptical, or I don't have elliptical available to me. So what is that? 363 days out of last year I did the elliptical. But when I'm on there, as you'll notice, early in the mornings, I'll make posts. Maybe I put up a YouTube short, or I put up an Instagram reel or something, or I make a post on Instagram or Facebook. I do a lot of these things while I'm on my elliptical. And then I also watch YouTube videos also when I'm on the elliptical. Maybe do a little research. Okay, Riley, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, so that's tip number 5. Commit to consistency. What did I write down here? Like watching Netflix. And also I encourage you also to celebrate the small wins, right? Celebrate the small victories, because that creates momentum. And it also reemphasizes that the small victories do count, okay? And another good way to keep consistent is this, okay? There's going to be times where you say, oh, I don't have enough time to go to the gym today. Oh my God, I don't have enough time. I've only got, like, my workout takes an hour, but I don't have the time to get in there and get an hour in. Do you get time for 20 minutes? Because the key is you got in there and you were still consistent with your goal, and you did a 20-minute workout. Because what's worse than a 20-minute workout?
No workout.
No workout. Exactly right, Riley. 0 workouts is worse than 20-minute workout, okay? So that's another thing I preach also with helping you reach your goals, is that short workouts are better than no workouts, okay? Like, I do it myself. Like, sometimes say I have to go do something, and I'll pack my workout clothes, or I'll get my workout clothes on, and I'll head straight to the gym, and I know I gotta leave there by 2 o'clock or something, but I get there at 1:30. I just go straight in there, do my leg stuff, or say if it's a leg day, go right away and start doing things. Maybe go a little bit faster pace than normal, which will also give me a different kind of workout, so I get a different kind of stimulation. Get the workout in, and then at 2, you just leave. And then you got it in. Because if you wouldn't have did that, you're not going to fit in later in the day. So you got to, like, fit in the workouts. Say, even with elliptical, there were a few times, I'm not going to lie, that I didn't do 30 minutes because maybe I woke up a little bit later than normal and I had to rush out the door. Because typically I live by my own schedule. Once in a while I don't, right? And I have to, like, be somewhere at a certain time, and I might get up later than usual. And then there's been times, probably about 10 of those days out of all those days, I did 15 to 20 minute elliptical workouts. But I did it, is the key. I didn't say, oh, I don't have the time, and just didn't do it. Because you know what that happens is, oh, I don't have the time, you don't do something. It leads to, oh, tomorrow you don't have the time, you don't do something. Then every time you think you don't have the time, you don't do something. Next thing you know, just like when you create momentum in a positive direction, you can create momentum in a negative direction, okay? That's why somebody just got to get to the gym even when you don't want to, because you do not want negative momentum. Because it's so easy to go down that negative slide, whatever you want, down slide, right? Easy. You skip 1 day, next thing you know, you skip 2 days. You skip 3 days, whatever. Kind of like leg day. You skip a leg day, next thing you know, you skip another leg day. Then you know you skip another leg day. Next thing you know, you don't do any leg days. We don't want that. Okay, let me read some comments here. And again, guys, if you're on here, subscribe to the channel, because I'm Shaun Campbell, Shaun Campbell 2.0. I'm trying really hard to build up YouTube, okay, guys? This is the year. Like, I'm not giving up. I'm going to be posting live every single day, sometimes twice. I wasn't planning on doing twice, but if I have something on my mind, instead of overthinking it, which I would always do, then try to over-edit a video and sit down and do a whole filming and all this kind of stuff, get my professional camera out, get the microphone going, have my scripts laid out, and then after that, have to edit the video and all that stuff, which I'm still going to do, because those videos do have an appeal, and they're just way more professional, right? So I'm still going to make those kind of videos. But I realized going live, I eliminate all the stuff that I overthink. As soon as I hit start, it's go time. It's show time. I think it to myself, when it says press here to go live, and I press that button, it's go time. It's show time, whatever. It's like, you might as well put the camera on me and put the microphone in my hand and put an audience out in front of me, because now, hey, Shaun, it's go time. There's no turning back now. because I might be a little bit of a to myself type person, but when it's showtime, I rise to the occasion, right? I show up. And I think a lot of people do as well. Like, as soon as you turn a camera on in front of people, we're all different. Some people freeze up, and some people light up, if that makes any sense, right? I think I kind of light up. I'm not sure. If I'm talking about something I'm passionate about. Like, if you ask me to talk about something that I don't know anything about, then obviously I'm going to freeze up and not know what to say. But if we say we're going to talk about fitness and motivation and working out and natural bodybuilding and all that kind of stuff and go, I'm ready. That's what you do. Just find what your passion is. If you're on, that's why you got to be authentic. Talk about something you're passionate about. And you can get on here on social media and do all that stuff yourself as well, right? If you have some kind of business you're running that being on Instagram or social media would be helpful, then don't hold back. Get on there, do some lives, all that kind of stuff. Because if you're talking about something you are passionate about or you have a lot of knowledge about, it's not that difficult to just keep on talking. And it's even better if you guys help me out and ask me questions and stuff in the comments or on the live chat here, because that gets me whatever, gives me something to talk about, and also lets me engage with you guys. And that's very helpful. So yeah, so those were the top 5 tips to get you started on your goals. Tip 1 was shift your mindset. So you got to be in the positive mindset. And yeah, because positive mindset, like, not I'll start next week. I'm going to start now. I'm going to make small steps. These are positive mindsets. So get in a positive mindset. Tip number 2, set small, achievable goals, because we all get overwhelmed by the big picture. You got to break it down to little things. I definitely get overwhelmed by the big picture because my mind, before I even tackle a small goal, I've already thought of the next goal, which is not good. You have to tackle the small goals but yes, have a vision of the big picture, but you have to break it into small goals or it's going to be overwhelming, okay? Tip number 3 was eliminate barriers. You have to acknowledge what are the barriers that are holding you back and be honest with yourself, and then figure out how am I going to not say, oh my God, those are excuses, and because every barrier, there is a way around it, right? Every obstacle, you can get around it somehow. There's no obstacle that's stopping you 100% from doing anything, okay? So you acknowledge what these barriers are and figure out a way to overcome them. With small tactics, small steps, because they can be overcome. Tip number 4, take action now. Stop talking about it and start doing it, if that makes sense, right? Stop waiting for the perfect moment and take action today, okay? Even if it is, get out there somewhere on social media or somewhere and say, today is the day I start, blah, 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 and type it out. Put it out to the universe, or even write down yourself, whatever works. Or write down a piece of paper and stick it on your fridge. Today is the day I start, blah, blah, blah. And then on another piece of paper, write a few little steps you're going to make to go towards that goal. So take action and take action today, okay? That's tip number 4. And our final tip number 5, is commit to consistency. As we know, consistency is key. Okay, so you just got to get, that goes to show, that's basically saying when the motivation's not there, you still go. Consistency is what's going to develop discipline, because motivation is going to come and go. So you must be consistent to develop discipline. And then once you develop discipline through consistency, you're going to create a lifestyle, and it's going to come as daily lifestyle to you. But this is going to take a while, and or another way of saying that, create a habit. You want to create this, you want to have your healthy fitness lifestyle or whatever goal is you're trying to make for yourself into a habit, okay? And at first, motivation is great. It gets us going. It gets us going in the right direction. That's going to fade. I need to tell you right now, no matter how motivated you are not going to be as motivated a month from now, okay? But you have to create discipline and habits through consistency, okay? So yeah, so I just want to say you're in control of your choices, guys. Make today the day you make today day 1. That was a lot of talking. To make today day 1, guys, start making steps towards these goals today, because you're in, oh my God. Oh, this is real life, guys. Don't get too crazy, Riley. Stop it. So yeah, so share your day 1 actions in the chat or in the comments, or share them on social media somewhere. I want you to get them out there into the universe, because I want you to get started on your goals today. No more excuses, no more holding back for the perfect moment. Today is the day to make your goals happen, okay? So these are the 5 tips to get you started. I'm Shaun Campbell with Shaun Campbell 2.0. This is Riley, and who's this with me? The Sloth? Who's the Sloth?
I don't know his name.
So it's a he. So Mr. Sloth.
Yeah.
So we got Mr. Sloth, we got Riley, and we got myself here. Thanks for checking out the video. Again, subscribe to the channel. I'm doing everything in my power. This is the year. As you might have goals, I have goals too. My goal is, and I'm putting it out in the universe, I will get monetized and I will become an official YouTuber, and I'm going to post every single day, whether it's a video or a live. And then I'm also going to do on top of that shorts of all these videos and lives. So you heard it here. So don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself. Be consistent. Set small goals. And let's make this shit happen. So have a great 2025, and I'll see you on here tomorrow. And subscribe to the channel. All right.